On this episode of Local Haunts, the team once again revisits possibly one of the most haunted locations they've ever been to, the Southeast Real Haunted Mansion, Orange Hall. This antebellum mansion was built in 1829 and has stood the test of time. Local Haunts previously caught amazing evidence of the paranormal in this vast dwelling. This time, they come to offer peace and help to those who haunt the mansion. Spiritual medium Pamela, Theresa, and the team will help the lost souls that linger in this local haunt.
And also joining us is Royal Weaver and Bridget Wynnum and her daughter Samantha. During our very first investigation of Orange Hall, we caught the best EVP I've ever heard. And it really tears your heart out. I've always wanted to go back and help her out, and that's just what we're going to do. Spiritual media Pamela Theresa has no prior knowledge of Orange Hall, and she has never seen the previous investigations that Local Haunts has done on this location. She is going into the mansion blind, and that's the way she wants it. She wants Spirit to give her all the information on who is in the location. As we mounted the imposing staircase that leads to the front door of the mansion, we were greeted by the smiling, familiar faces of Royal Weaver and Bridget Wynnum.
How you doing? Good to see you.
So, very nice, thank you. Please, the house is yours. Enjoy, walk around, look at what you want, tell us what you need.
We'd begin our investigation in the basement.
Thanks, Mom.
Before we even got started, we caught our first evidence. The Ovilus spoke up. The Ovilus is a device with a built-in voice and vocabulary. Spirits can manipulate energy to make it say what they want, and right off the bat we were told to leave. Orange Hall has been thoroughly investigated. The earthbound spirits that dwell here know very well what is going on, but they have never encountered the likes of Pamela, and are unaware that we are there to help them. That was followed by this EVP expressing the same sentiment.
Now, you've never been here before, and you
Well,
have never seen my shows before.
no, definitely not. The ones I've been in.
Right.
But when I stepped up and started scoping out the space, I was drawn to this section here. Although, one thing, when we turn the lights on, they scatter. So, we don't really have presence so close to in here as it was when I first came in.
Okay.
So when we came down and turned the lights on, they went back behind the lace curtain.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to go in the kitchen. We went in the kitchen, they came around. So currently they like to scatter.
And these are the
Like
regulars.
roaches, the regulars.
The regulars here.
Okay.
This place has been investigated quite a bit.
Okay, so they'll cooperate, if you will, in the same way. But you were when we came back here, I said this area here for me, and you said, well, this is of importance.
Right.
This was important. Did you capture evidence in this space last time you were here?
We caught some EVPs here, but
When I came down to the basement, one of the first things I picked up on was the back of my neck, the left side, right underneath my skull. It's like
there's an injury for
it's a serious injury, yeah. And then also too, right here. So
Now, are these people who had an attachment to this house in life, or are these people who have just kind of moved in after their passing?
there's a mixture of attachments. There's definite attachments. So this house is definitely haunted by people who have lived here.
Okay.
No doubt about it. This is one of those places where you walk into it, you just know there's attachments to this building.
Yes.
So this is definitely, I would say, and I don't say that, this is the first time I've ever said that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
This truly is a haunted house.
Yes, it is. There's certain things of interest, like there's a great interest in those glasses sitting on the Bible in the room in there by the fire. So there shall be things that that are interesting for them, not necessarily meaning that they belong to them, but it's of interest. And there was a lady sitting on the couch in that room across from the eyeglasses, and she was trying to pick them up. I'm like, come on, move them.
So do you have a head count of how many people in spirit we
We've
have?
got quite a few, but it's interesting because when you go in the space, and especially when you turn the lights on, they
Like roaches.
like roaches.
No offense, they're not roaches, but just.
No, but they just kind of back out of the space.
Uh-huh.
Basically, we're going to need their full cooperation. They're very well aware that they're dead.
Yes.
They know that they're ghostly.
They're cool with it, apparently.
They're needing help.
Right. Well, there's one EVP that we called here that really touched my heart, where we had a female that asked me by name to help her, and I never knew how to do that until now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here to help her if she's ready for it.
Right.
During this conversation, Olga was catching some interesting video on her full spectrum camera. Here are some of the anomalies she was catching.
Let's see if we can get them to cooperate. It's definitely.
Live EVP,
Yes.
orange ball.
Because now we have cooperation.
Thank you guys.
Okay. So just talk about whatever it is you want to talk about.
No.
No.
And
Okay. Yeah. So we can all sit down in a circle and
Kumbaya.
kumbaya, and do that.
Is there anybody here that's going to want our help?
Just
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yeah, you could do it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, Royal, you may have a few less.
Don't worry, there's plenty to go around. Okay.
Did you tell me your name, please?
You hear that?
No. Heard that.
Yeah.
We caught a Sam last time we were here. Is Sam here?
Well, I was fixing to tell you, Susanna.
Susanna.
Yes. There's a delay,
Okay.
by the way, on that. I'll hear her and then it'll come through on that.
That's interesting.
I'm trying to figure out all these gadgets and toys that we have.
Well, I love it when they validate you.
Okay.
I love it when
It kind of makes sense that way.
It does, yeah.
when the toys can validate what yours. I believe you. I know what you're saying, but actually, you're kind of proving the machine works.
Yeah.
I know you work.
Yeah.
So that's your proving that works.
And we've got agreement here.
I'm so glad, yeah. You're validated.
Money well spent. What do you
You're
say?
welcome.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
What's right with the pink roses around here, by the way? She showed me pink roses last night.
I don't know anything with pink
And it's a
roses.
very distinct and different type of rose. It's like a heirloom rose, cabbage rose, or something like that. Anyway, I saw, it's not like something you see at the store now, those kind of roses. Just different, very baby pink, almost white, a whisper of pink. What was your name again, honey?
Bridget.
Bridget. Is there any connection with the pink roses with you?
Not that I know of.
With you personally?
Uh,
Like heirloom roses or prize roses, or somebody who you know who might be in spirit, not necessarily earthbound or whatnot. But I had a female who brought me as I'm dozing off to sleep last night, and I know now that it's connected to this space, whether it be connected to you or connected to Royal or connected to Kevin or connected to, as me being a medium, somebody came to me and brought me a pink rose. So maybe you'll remember next week. I don't know.
Maybe.
But who had prize roses? I'm starting to get urged to talk about that.
My grandmother had roses, but I don't know if they were her prize roses.
Now, this is specifically heirloom prize roses, like they win a ribbon.
Yeah, I don't know that she did, but I knew she.
You might
had
want to
a
find
rose
out.
garden. I will.
And these ones, the ones that are like the best ones, they're beautiful, and I don't know what a cabbage rose is, but.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what I feel good about.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
knew she
this-
had roses in a flower garden.
Yeah, that's very common, totally, but this is specific.
Okay.
During our investigation, Pamela said she had a vision of a grandmother holding a beautiful and rare kind of pink rose. And she was sure this information was for Bridget.
Don't be surprised if somebody comes up to you in the next week or so and tells you about their grandmother who had prize roses where the pink and cabbage roses. That's where this works sometimes.
However, Bridget couldn't validate the information until about a week later, when she came across an old picture of her grandmother holding a pink rose, just as Pamela had envisioned. And when Bridget sent us this picture of her grandmother holding her prized pink roses, Pamela verified this was in fact the woman she had seen holding the pink roses. Bridget's grandmother knew that we would be in her granddaughter's presence the night before we shot this investigation, and she came to Pamela and showed her the roses. This was meant to be a shout out for Bridget from her departed grandmother Agnes. Bridget's grandmother is not earthbound, like the ghosts that haunt Orange Hall. She is transitioned and heavenly, but she interrupted our investigation and popped in to say hello to Bridget through Pamela. Only Bridget wouldn't be able to validate it for about a week when she came across this picture.
And by the way, if any of you guys want to show yourself to the cameras tonight, that would be really great.
Okay. Okay. All right. Come and touch this green light right here
That's
that I'm
perfect.
holding, and then communicate into that machine.
Yeah, you're doing great.
And at the same time, we'll bring the trinity of evidence. Let's do an EVP.
Okay. Is the lady at the house up here with us right now?
Can I ask any of them if they were here? But did you ask them already if they were here?
Does anybody recognize me from being here before? Okay.
Because as soon as I turned the obelisk on, it said Steve.
Yep.
IDP upstairs, Orange Hall. It's either saying que pasa or you bastard. Two different meanings completely.
Actually, upon review, the EVP said something completely different. Here it is, filtered and amplified.
Is the lady at the house up here with us right now?
That's a good one.
Just noting that this up here just seems to be.
Hey Pamela, I'm seeing an orb over the bed. Is there?
Right here. Okay, tell me, validate me here. I came over here a minute ago,
Yes,
trying to
yes,
get this person
yes.
on this thing, but it wouldn't work. And there we go a little bit.
You got it?
Yeah.
See, you notice how he backed away, and he's really pissing me off. Because I'm like, how am I supposed to do this and prove your existence if you keep going away from the machine?
He's talking back.
Yeah.
Right here.
Exactly. But he'll move. You'll notice, just as soon as you get a hit on him, he'll move.
Wow, he's got a strong tingle.
Yeah, but look.
You all feel it?
I know, it keeps moving. Whenever I put this machine
Did he
here,
go into the wall?
he moves away from the machine.
He's messing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that here, I've noticed. They do play with us. They hide from us, play hide and go seek.
But see, I'm not a ghost hunter, so
No.
don't make me be a ghost hunter. And that's why I say I'll turn the cameras off and just leave here if y'all don't want this. See, they got caught. It's like, holy crap. This
Busted.
is good. This is real communication here, dude.
My friends have traveled a long way, all the way from Florida.
Back on the bed.
They came across
He's back
the
right over the
river
bed right
here, and
now.
they
I
happened
know.
to be in the house.
So listen to Royal. Oh, see, there he is. Now watch.
Yeah.
Back right out again.
That's where he was. As soon as you put your hand and move to the right.
That's great validation because she saw it on her camera. You know he's there. You stuck the K2 there and the K2 meter pegs.
Yeah.
So that's triple validation right there that we got a friend right.
Yeah, and as soon as she walked away, it went back into camera view.
Right. Well, I know this is your space.
I hate to break it to you, there's no mattress in your bed.
That's what levitation is about.
Oh, really, right?
They can do that apparently, so.
Anyway, people go out and they try to investigate. There is evidence of spirit there, but they get frustrated because just like we have free will and we can move out of a space, so can they. They're watching us and they have the advantage though to a lot of people. So imagine how much fun that is. That was just me.
What do you want?
Anyway, they told me not to go into that room for some reason.
The kid room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not that I won't go in there, but why wouldn't? Because they're not listening to me. I'm not going to listen to them.
Do they double dog dare you?
Yeah.
No, the only thing that we've had in there is they don't like change in that room.
Okay. So see, that room is meant to be stayed.
Yeah. But we've had a lot of activity over there. Or we
Yes.
believe we have.
Yeah.
Well, that's firm hit.
Well, I've been here 3 times. The 3rd time I've been here, and once I want that doll's head to turn around. Just one time. I'm asking too much, and we're walking. This doll has a rotating face, so you can make it.
Oh, that is really creepy.
So you can make it different expressions.
Ew. I don't like it.
It's got 3 faces.
I'm trying to see if it will pick up any energy.
All right, what face do I have it on? I have it on.
Ew! Oh, sick!
The demonic baby face.
Oh, why?
That's just like gross. Sorry.
That is the creepiest wheelchair in the history of wheelchairs.
Okay, yeah, okay. Kind of physically validated because this machine's not picking up.
I'm sorry if I just shine that in your face.
Oh, get stuck running into
Okay, you
stuff.
feel very clearly that there's somebody there.
Yeah.
But it's not strong enough.
Not as strong as the one that was in the bed that wasn't there either.
So, everybody, Dex,
Yeah.
and then also you too, Kevin, because we're going to have activation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, at least this person is cooperating and sitting here.
We each took turns validating the earthbound spirit sitting in the chair with physical touch.
And there you go. So that works? That's for That is so weird. Yep. And now you know this is not a human being sitting here in the heat bodies. There's not a heater right there. This is him. We finally got somebody sitting stationary.
At the conclusion of our investigation, I was taking some still shots of the magnificent staircase when I caught this orb. I decided to take a few more pictures to make sure I was capturing spirit. And I caught this. These pictures were taken 1 second apart, and nothing in the shot changed. Is this the face of the little girl so often seen in the mansion? Orange Hall in St. Mary's, Georgia, truly is a local haunt.